What's up, guys? So, the last 3 days I've tried to upload videos onto YouTube, explaining all of the things that I've been doing and all of that. And all of the videos that I've taken, they are still in processing. So basically what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to do a live stream on Facebook because YouTube is fucking stupid, and then I'm gonna steal it off of Facebook and then upload it into YouTube, and then we'll just kind of go from there. So I just got back from the store. Oh boy, that looks bad, doesn't it? I just got back from the store. I'm gonna let the dogs in real fast, and I'm gonna start bringing in groceries, and I'm gonna tell you about the last 3 days or so. So, give me 1 second here. I have to let the dogs in, and then I'm going to start bringing in groceries, and I'm going to tell you guys about my stories. Here is a one-eyed cat. This is Hammer. He's very nice. And here is another cat. This is SJ. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet princess. Oh, Princess SJ. Okay, I gotta let the dogs in. Give me, like, 2 seconds. I'm gonna be in and out, kind of, talking about, the last, 3 days that have been just, like, really weird. And have you ever been to the store and you felt like something was completely off? And, like, everyone is just looking at you, and, like, maybe, oh my god, is something awful, like, really awful about to happen? Like, something supernatural? Is there gonna be a monster behind the soup or something? I don't know, dude, it was a very strange, experience I had at the store. Oh my fucking god. Hold on. Sorry. Alright, puppers. Come on. Good job, guys. You didn't bring in that much mud. Good job! Good job! So anyways, like I was saying, so the whole store experience, I don't know. So it's 7:13. Will you get out of my way? 7:13, and I had a shitload of homework to do today, by the way, and it was terrible. So I had to draw up some plans for this wall, which I'm going to tell you about here in a little bit, that I had to go out and do on Friday. And then the fuck else did I have to do? I had to go to the store. That was lame. I have a drawer project that I'm working on, which I will be able to post on Facebook and then steal it and then put it onto YouTube. And then I have to write up another bid for my parents. I have to get a bid written up for them for the, well, more so my dad. So there's this whole process that I was doing on the flooring over at their old house that I was going to had to break out all the tile, and then I was going to level all of the stuff off. I don't know if you guys have ever broken tile off of a concrete floor that has thin set, about 1/4 of an inch thick. The tiles pop off real nice. Some of them even got off in one piece. The rest of them, I had to obviously like beat off. Shouldn't have said that. I had to hammer off with like a chisel and everything to just like pop them, and then I had to get all of the chunks and all of that shit. The thin set, however, trying to get all the thin set off of there, fucking a nightmare town. So, okay, it's raining out now. I'm gonna start unloading some groceries, and then as I'm putting all the things away, I will, I'll keep talking to you guys. These are just extra cardboard boxes that I found on the side of the road. There. Is that a little bit better? Oh, let's get rid of that guy too. Just some extra cardboard. Okay, give me, I'm gonna be kind of in and out, and I'm gonna put all the groceries here, and then I'm gonna tell you guys about the last 3 days of shit that I've been doing and stuff. Also, do you like my shirt? I like my shirt. Oh, yeah! It's plain and simple. Not my idea. I actually, I don't know if any of you are fans of the old Nickelodeon series, Are You Afraid of the Dark? They just redid a, like a 3-part kind of episode thing, and, one of the kids was wearing this shirt. He also said had a shirt that said Cronenberg for president. That's gonna be my next step. I'm gonna start bringing in some groceries, and I'm gonna start back on Wednesday, I guess. I think, right? Yeah, because I was starting to clean the shop up on Wednesday, which I did get a fair amount of work done in the shop, which was real nice. It's not quite there, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit more tomorrow. But hold on, I'm gonna start ferrying some stuff in. I'll be right back. Oh wait, must. I got paid on Friday, so I'm not gonna have to figure out what kind of weird food I'm gonna have to make for the kids. I still have some more stuff out there, but I don't have any children tonight, which is real weird, because our son is over at his dad's house, and our daughter is over at her mom's house. So it's just me tonight. And then my wife doesn't get home till like 11:30. So I'm here alone, all by myself with these animals. I gotta go. Let me go get the rest of the groceries. Give me 2 seconds. You can get a lot of stuff for like $150. I gotta go. There's a little bit more. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to tell you about this week. Because, like I said earlier, YouTube is doing this weird fucking thing where it's not like it has uploaded the videos, but then it's just like, oh, sorry, we're processing stuff. And that's where it's been in gridlock for like the last 48 hours. So those of you that are subscribed to my YouTube's channel, I've been trying. Technically, I'll show you as soon as I'm done with the groceries. I'll show you a screen, because I did upload a video every day. Yeah. That's right. Watch over. Okay, hold on. I got it. More groceries. Fucking God. Okay. I just have to get the bag of cat food and then I'm done bringing stuff in. And then as I'm putting stuff away, I'm going to tell you guys the last 3 days, which has been really weird, including the trip to the grocery store, which I mentioned earlier in this video. But it was everything was very surreal. Everybody's kind of like looking at me like, okay, 1 second. Okay. Oh, shit. Watch out. All right. So, watch out, Hammer. Okay, so, let's start with, Thursday, I think is what it was. Thursday, I did get enough kind of wiggle room in the shop, which was nice. And I still have a bunch of homework I have to do. So, Friday morning, I get up. I'm supposed to go help another craftsman go move the sheetrock, right? So, I start heading out to the job site, and I get about halfway out there, and I get a fucking phone call from the craftsman, and he's like, hey, so we're not doing any of the work today. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So as he's talking to me, I start turning around, but, like, you know, I get off the interstate, and I'm sitting at the light there, right there on, like, Bijou and I-25, and he's talking to me, and he's like, yeah, a whole bunch of shit happened, and everything's all fucked up, and I'm like, alright. So what do you want me to do? And he's like, well, you could probably just head back. I'm just gonna call the office and find out what's going on. I was like, okay. So then, as we're continuing to talk, the other craftsman asked me what my trade was, and I was like, oh, dude, I'm a fucking carpenter. And he was like, oh, shit, maybe you should come out. So as I'm sitting at the light, I just go straight back on to the interstate. And then he's like, oh, but you know what, maybe you should wait. And then, like, so the whole fucking thing was very frustrating. I get back to the house, and then the office calls me. And after the office calls me, guess where I have to go? I get dispatched to go back out to that same fucking job to go look at a framing repair. And the whole time I'm driving around, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have to fucking, this is gonna be, I'm gonna have to pull a permit for all this shit. So, I get back out there, and as I'm going down the stairs into the customer's house, there is the, so this is a basement, and I'm walking down the stairs, and they had, whoever had done the work. So the reason why this guy needed to go in and do drywall repair in the first place is because there was another company that came in and told told the homeowner that they were, well, not only did they tell the homeowner, but they did do it. They did the work. They had to replace a sub pump, or they had to put in a sub pump in the basement to drain all of the shit, right? So they did that, but originally, I guess what their plan had been, fucking pizzas, was that they were going to cut a channel along the concrete close to the wall, not in the wall. So I get down there, and they have cut the entire bottom plate all the way around the basement. About anywhere between 8 to 10 inches on the 2x4s, and then all the way around the top was 26 inches that they cut the drywall out. So I go down there, and it took every ounce of restraint in my body to once I went down there to not say, what the fuck happened here. So I get down there, and I'm looking around, and I decide that, you know, because I'm going to have to pull a permit for it, I'm not sure exactly what regional's going to be okay with, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, I end up leaving the customer's house probably about an hour and a half after I've been there, because I'm waiting around for the concrete guy, because the customer wasn't happy with the concrete that was down there, and I don't understand why the fuck not. Like, there was nothing wrong with it in the first place. So I ended up going back to the office, and one of my coworkers, who was just watching, she wound up calling, she emailed Regional to try and figure out what the fuck the deal was. And Regional came back, and they're like, oh yeah, you're going to need a permit for that, or a permit, and on top of that, you're going to have to get an engineer to figure out how to put this wall back together. Like, no. It's a floating fucking wall in a basement. No structural... Okay. So, needless to say, my Friday was fucking stupid. So I went out to that job. I wrote up the bid for it, to get, you know, to replace all of the shit in there. And I'm gonna have to go down to Regional on Monday and figure out what the fuck they're gonna let me get away with, basically. And I'm sure Regional will be okay with it, but the fucked up part is that Regional might be okay with it, but the inspector that they're going to send out to look at the wall that I'm going to stitch back together with sister boards and everything, that guy might be a total dick. So, I don't know. Also Friday, I wound up going over to another bid to look at this customer's drawers, and the drawer fronts were all ripped off. Well, not all of them. It was just 2 of them. So I did win that job, and tomorrow, what we're going to do tomorrow is you guys are going to learn how to do drawer replacement, because I'm going to show you. I mean, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience. So there was that, and then, my wife wound up staying in Denver on Thursday. Wait. No. She wound up staying in Denver on Wednesday. Which was really, really weird, because I honestly don't remember the last time that we haven't slept in the same bed. It must have been a couple of years ago or something like that. Maybe it was when I went up to Ryan's place before he moved, and I took my daughter with me, because he has a daughter who's exactly the same age as my daughter, except she's like, I think she's a week older. Whatever, Ryan. And so I wound up staying out there for one night, which was also really weird, but, yeah, and so, my wife does not like Denver. And I mean, I can't really say as I blame her so much. Denver can really suck a lot of dick. But, yeah, I don't think she was prepared. So this whole job that she's working is the Cirque du Soleil job. So there's a show. No. You're gonna get some of this wet food, okay? Tonight, I promise. That's why I bought it. So she landed this costuming job. She's not designing the costumes or anything, but she's doing all of the hammer. That is a bad kitten. Bad kitten. She wound up getting this job to do basically stitching and kind of, any of the costume repair that any of the people are going to need throughout the... You're a bad dog. You're a very bad dog. Throughout the whole show, which is the holidays show, which is like a huge fucking deal, right, guys? Because, like, Cirque du Soleil, how does that look on a resume? Probably pretty badass. And it's paying out the ass for her, which is even better. Is it worth it, though? She's not real happy about having to, be in Denver. And, yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the pictures of the stuff that she's been working on, and I'm not a huge fan of Christmas, which is fine. This show looks like it may ruin Christmas for my wife, because, I mean, she loves Christmas. She loves Christmas. She loves doing Christmassy things. And this is like the cheap, kitschy, like plastic snowman and Santa Claus with the reindeer up on the roof that are all lit up and all of that. You know, the everything's got fucking glitter and snow and shit on it. Yeah, and that's... My wife is more of a Victorian Christmas, is how she described it to me, which I think is adorable, because I don't know if they did that back then. But, so my wife is more into this whole elaborate, very elegant Christmas, opposed to the cheap ass fucking dollar store garbage dumpster fire Christmas that... And I'm not saying that the show's going to be bad, but based off of the things that I've seen, costume-wise, like, it's going to look... it'll be great for the kids. It'll be great. And it'll be crazy, because there's acrobatics and everything like that. So, she stayed up there Wednesday, and it was miserable for everybody. It was miserable for me. Our dog, Tyson, the boxer, he has a fucking meltdown, and he doesn't do anything unless Mom's here, because he's a mama's boy. What? What? No, Hammer. No, you're a bad dog. So he doesn't really eat that much unless Mom's here, and he just mopes around like, well, she's abandoning me. Which isn't true, but Tyson's an idiot. So she was gone on Wednesday, and it was terrible for everybody, blah, blah, blah. And then I had a train wreck Friday. It wasn't really terribly a train wreck, but, I mean, it was still it was still a fucking shit show at work. 'Cause I wound up driving back to the office probably 7 times that day. And then, so tomorrow, what we're going to end up doing is, well, first of all, I have to finish the rest of my homework. I have to get down in the crawl space tonight, which I didn't do yet because, don't tell anybody, but this afternoon, me being 39 years old, I took my first nap that I've taken, and I don't even remember when, in the middle of the afternoon. It was amazing. I don't remember the last time that I took a nap. So I didn't get all of my homework done right away today. Okay, right. I went over to my coworker Eric's place this morning because he had material for drawers that I can use. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah man, I bought a drawer a couple weeks ago, and if you want it, you can just take that and cut all that shit up. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. That means I don't have to do a lot of work, really. So, I got a drawer from Eric, and then I wound up spending a little bit more time than I wanted to over there, because it's Saturday, and tradespeople really enjoy time off, but then when we get together, we talk shop, which is fucking stupid. But it's fun, because then we get to, like, you know, share experiences and stuff like that. Hammer, no, don't get in the refrigerator. So I got to talk shop a little bit with my coworker Eric, and it was great, and we had some beers and everything. And so I need to go into the crawl space, and I have to find my webcam, because I don't want to do live YouTube videos and then have to go back and then post them on, live Facebook videos and then post them on YouTube, because I don't know what the fuck is going on with YouTube right now, but it's unbelievably frustrating. So I'm going to go down into the crawl space and hopefully find my webcam tonight. Once I do that, then I have to write up a bid for my parents, because I'm going to go over there tomorrow, probably before I do the drawers, and I'm going to build my dad basically a bench for his airbrush, or it's a spray booth. There it is. Got it. Found it. There. Yeah. I have to build a bench for his spray booth, so that he's gonna put basically this plexiglass cage on it with a suck going out through the back and out through the window, so that he can airbrush. I don't know. The whole thing is very silly, but it's fine because I get to do carpentry, which is what I like doing. Also, like when people hit that subscribe button. And the little bell, whichever side. I think it's over here now. Possibly. Might be right there. Might be right there. Could be over here. Any of those things, go ahead and do that. I'm going to end this live video on Facebook, and then I'm going to post it on YouTube. So, Facebook, I'll see you later. YouTube, this is what you're going to have to deal with until you get your shit straight and let me do what I want to do. So I'm going to strangle the cat, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow morning. Alright, see you guys later.